Hey guys, what's up? You're watching iGyan, and today we're going to be unboxing and taking a first look at the new OnePlus 8 Pro. So let's quickly get started. Now, the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro were launched last month globally, and they were available for a long period of time overseas. They finally come to India, and the OnePlus 8 Pro is finally here as well. It starts off from a price of $54,999, but is also available in higher variants with more RAM and more storage for $59,999. So what do you get for that price? First off, let's look at the box. It's a typical OnePlus box. We've got an elongated box. We've got an 8 logo on the front, and we've got the OnePlus 8 Pro branding on the side. If we quickly unpackage it, the first thing we have inside the box is the phone itself. I'm going to place it to the side. Within the box, we've got some additional paperwork along with a invitation letter for joining the OnePlus community, and you have OnePlus stickers included in the box as well. So a great freebie to have, especially for OnePlus fans. You also get a case inside the box, and much like the case on the OnePlus 8, this has the massive Never Settle branding, kind of forcing you to buy additional cases. I don't want this branding on the case, but it's there, it's included inside the box, so you can't really complain. You also get the Warp Charge 30 power adapter and the standard Type-C USB cable inside the box. Let's take a look at the phone itself. Now, once you unwrap the phone, the first thing you will notice is that the back panel is actually matte finish, and it actually feels soft to touch. Even though the back panel design is similar to the iPhone 11 Pro, it actually feels smoother than it is on the iPhone 11 Pro Max that I have over here. Let us quickly take an overview of the phone, since there is a lot going on with the OnePlus 8 Pro, starting off with the display. So on the front of the OnePlus 8 Pro, you have this massive 6.78-inch display. Now, this is a Fluid AMOLED display. It has a P3 color gamut. This time around, however, you get a Quad HD display, giving you a resolution of 3168 by 1440 pixels. That is a total of 513 pixels per inch. This has an aspect ratio of 19.8:9, so it is an ultra wide aspect ratio, and you do have 3D Corning Gorilla Glass covering the front of the phone, protecting it from scratches or whatever. There is also a pre-applied screen protector on the front, so that saves you the trouble of adding one later on. This display is also running at 120 Hz if you enable it from the settings panel, and that makes the display ultra smooth. It is excellent to look at, a really good color reproduction, and even though there were some reports of display issues with the OnePlus 8 Pro, there seem to be none on the device we have here, at least for now. Now, also on the front is the camera, which is located on the top left of the display. Now, this is a 16 megapixel Sony IMX471 sensor. This has a 1 micron pixel size and an aperture of 2.45, which is not particularly the best for the front facing cameras. It is also a fixed focus camera, and video on the front camera is limited to 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now, if we move over to the bottom of the phone, you can see a USB-C port, which is flanked on either side by the microphone and the speaker, at least the one side of the speaker, and you also have a SIM tray, which is a dual SIM tray. Now, storage on this phone is fixed, so depending on what size you want, you should pick your variants carefully. Whether you want 128GB of storage with 8GB of RAM, you'll pay $54,999, and if you want 12GB of RAM with 256GB of storage, you will pay $59,999. Now, if you move over to the right, you have the power button along with the profile switch, which allows you to switch from silent to vibrate to ring quickly with a simple toggle. On the top of the phone is a secondary noise cancellation microphone and a nice indentation to give rigidity to the frame and a new design aesthetic. I feel it feels really nice on the top of the phone. Now, on the left are the volume buttons, and really nice overall form factor from the device. Feels really nice in the hand, even though it is slightly on the heavier side, weighing in at 199 grams without any cases or covers on it. Now, on the back is where a little bit of magic happens with the cameras. You have two 48 megapixel sensors here. The main camera is a Sony IMX689, which has a 48 megapixel sensor and a 7-element lens. You also get optical image stabilization mixed with electronic image stabilization and an f1.78 aperture. You also get an ultra wide 48 megapixel sensor with an f2.2 aperture and a telephoto lens, which has an 8 megapixel sensor with an f2.44 aperture. You also have the color filter lens, lens, which is a 5 megapixel sensor with an f2.4 aperture. This is where the photochrome filter lives, and this is basically the infrared camera, but it has been disabled in India for now. So even on our unit and even on the unit that you do buy, the photochrome filter will be disabled. I'm sure somebody will figure out a way to turn it on if they really want it, and I'm sure OnePlus will enable it once they work out the legal issues. You do get a dual LED flash and a 3x hybrid zoom, and this does have an all pixel omnidirectional multi autofocus, which means that autofocusing on this will be razor sharp. You can capture 4K video up to 60 frames per second. The Mi 10 does 8K video. I'm not sure why OnePlus did not do that on this device. At least enable it. We don't have that. 1080p video is also at 60 frames per second. If you do want slow-mo, you can go up to 240 frames per second at 1080p. Now the display also has the in-display fingerprint sensor. This seems to be faster than previously seen on OnePlus devices, but there's only a slight bit of difference. The sensing also seems quicker. That could also be due to the faster refresh rate of the display. It just loads faster, so it feels faster, but that's my opinion. Running everything, of course, is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chip. This is bundled up with X55 5G modem, and you also have the Adreno 650 GPU. You get, like I mentioned, 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM and 128 or 256 gigabyte of storage. Now this device has a 4510 milliamp hour battery. You get the 30 watt warp charge, which gives you that fast charging, same as what you saw on the OnePlus 8, but this also has the 30 watt wireless charging enabled. So if we use the Xiaomi wireless charger that we got with the Mi 10, we can see that it also quickly wirelessly charges at up to 30 watts, which is absolutely fantastic. Now OnePlus will also sell their 30 watt charger, which is a wireless charger, for around 3,990 rupees. That is still on a coming soon notice. That means that it's not been made available in India. That will be available soon, so you will be able to buy that for the device or with the device when you buy the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now the one thing that you will definitely notice is the 120 Hz refresh rate on the display. I have seen this previously on devices with full HD displays, but with a quad HD display, the 120 Hz refresh rate makes it just look absolutely buttery smooth and sharp at the same time. If you're playing games like PUBG, you'll be at HDR with extreme frame rates without any problem. This device will handle mostly anything that you can throw at it as far as performance is concerned. The display looks absolutely amazing. You do have the Fanatic mode that also enhances the gaming capability and turns off notifications so that you're not disturbed while gaming. That improves your gaming efficiency but reduces your actual world social life, so you want to make sure you have a balance of that. But on the flip side, there is also new customizations in Oxygen OS. If you've seen that before, you can quickly jump into settings and customize a bunch of things, including fonts, wallpapers, icons, and apply different icon packs. You can also change the layout of the home screen to a more iOS or MIUI style home screen where you have all the apps on the top versus in an app drawer, or you can go back to the traditional style where you have all the apps in an app drawer. Overall usage is fast and responsive. Like I mentioned several times, the display just makes everything seem impressive and run smoother. But we'll be putting this phone through the full paces and we'll be coming back with a review which we feel will be on the good side of things. Another thing that I really like is that finally OnePlus has included a rating. Now this is an IP68 rated phone, which means that it is water resistant for up to 3 meters for up to 30 minutes. So you can really dunk it in water, even go swimming with it. You shouldn't have any problems with this device. Really well made device from OnePlus and priced kind of right, especially in India. We'll leave links to buying it if you guys are interested in checking it out. If you do have any specific questions about the OnePlus 8 Pro, do let us know in the comment section below. We'll try and get some comparisons done for you as well. That's it for this video. If you liked it, don't forget to smash the like button if you learned something new, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're not already a part of Team iGyan. This has been Bharat. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.